Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Olivia and this is my channel where I love to talk about all things nail polish, especially when it comes to reviewing and testing out different products. If you're new here, you should know that I've been on a mission, I guess, to review and find the best neutralizing base coat. And I'll also say, if you're new to the world of nail polish, the reason why having a neutralizing base coat can be helpful is that if you have yellow stained nails, using a light purple neutralizing base can help to balance out that color to make it so that whatever color you put on top of that has a more neutral starting point rather than yellow, because yellow and purple are on opposite sides of the color wheel and they cancel each other out. I've so far tested out two products for this, one from Cracked, one from Zoya. If you missed those, I'll put a link to the playlist for those in the description. And today we are testing out Polish for Days Soft Focus Lavender Ice Visible Nail Line Blurring Base Coat. Okay, so now some additional context. When I first started this series by giving a review of Cracked Polish's neutralizer, I actually hadn't intended to set out to do that. I just bought neutralizer just to try it out, but then found that I was also getting some good use out of it as a blurring base coat to be used with more sheer polishes. And so that got me to thinking, are there any other neutralizing base coat products out there that have the same kind of bonus usage to them? Because especially if you're on a budget and you're trying to reduce the number of different products that you're bringing into your collection, even on the essentials side, I think, hey, if there's a single product that you can use for both neutralizing yellow stained nails and also giving you the benefit of being a blurring base coat, that for me is something that I would personally prefer, rather than needing to have a separate product for the neutralizing and a separate one for just blurring base coat. And so y'all, I think I have beyond this one, I think there's at least 5 other products that I have that so this series is going to be going for a while, because I'm on a mission. And as someone who loves wearing, or as someone who wears a lot of nail polish, changes my nails up quite often, rest assured I will be getting some good use out of all of these, even the ones that may not be at the top of the performance list. But I was really curious and excited to try this product from Polish for Days because it's advertising itself as both a neutralizer and also a blurring base coat, whereas the others were just advertising themselves as a neutralizer, and I was saying, well, the blurring base coat is an additional bonus. As always, what I'm gonna do to kick things off, after of course showing you what's on my nails, I'm going to go into a product overview and just give you all the details about the product, like how much it costs, what the product listing on the Polish for Days website says, and then we'll jump into doing a few tests. All of this, whenever I finish this series, will build up to me having a final video where I crown one of these my preferred neutralizer. I've got some ideas of how I'm going to do that. It's going to be a while because I've got a number to do, but let's go ahead and jump over to my nail desk and take a look at this one. As always, I love beginning by showing you what's on my nails. I'm just going to start by jumping in and saying, this is a ladybug that's going to the club. That's the vision for today. And, if you take a look at my outfit that I have on in the intro, you can see hopefully how this really matches what I'm wearing today perfectly, like the red, white, silver kind of moment there. So the main polish that I'm using here is from Gin & Berries. It's called I'd Like to Fly. It's from their Grunge Hollows collection, which they have others that are in the same formula, this kind of like micro micro flaky, just like densely packed and just really cool and colorful, in other colors, like I think blue, teal maybe. So if you love this kind of finish but haven't yet tried Gin and Berries, I highly recommend this. Also, one of the other neutralizing base coats is from Gin and Berries, so yeah, that one's coming up too. But with this polish, because it is it can take maybe 3 if not 4 coats to build up to full opacity, and even then I wanted to really give a background that would allow these colors to pop a little bit more. That's why I decided to begin with 2 coats of Cracked Polish's Crinkled Linens. This which is an off-white cream polish. This is pretty much almost opaque in just 1 coat, but I like to make sure that I have a good even surface to work from, so that's why I do the 2. And so one other thing, I had a recent nail break here, diva down, so but yeah, Ladybug who's going to the club, that is the vibe for today. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay, as I just saw some twinkle there, if you happen to notice some extra twinkle on top, y'all already know, yes, I did go in with a coat of reflective glitter on top. So I did 2 coats of Cracked Crinkled Linens, 2 coats of the Gin and Berries polish, and then 1 coat of a silver reflective glitter topper. And here's what we got. Okay, so let's take a look at this product. Again, Polish for Days Soft Focus Lavender Ice. On the Polish for Days website, it is $8.75 for what I believe is a 15 milliliter bottle. It doesn't say on here, but this is generally like a 15 milliliter size here. The website says that this is a new shade in the Polish for Days Soft Focus Basecoat lineup. This perfectly balanced between warm and cool tone pale purple will be the perfect base to transform sheer shimmers and help conceal yellow staining. Soft Focus base coats are an actual base coat, not a polish, and you don't need to wear a base coat underneath them. You can build them up in 2 to 3 coats and wear alone or as a base for a topper, or you can use 1 coat under a polish to conceal your nail line. In Lavender Ice's case, you can transform sheer polishes or use it to serve as a base for more opaque colors. And one last detail that the website mentions says, soft focuses may vary slightly batch to batch, as a few colors in the bases aren't made by us, them, so it can vary slightly. We do our best to color match the previous batch. The variation shouldn't make a difference in the effectiveness of the product. Okay, I wanted to read through that because, and this is something I've been doing for all of these reviews, I want to ensure that, like, if the maker is giving their recommendation for saying like, yeah, this is best in 1 coat or 2 coat, for example, 2 coats, that's plural, there we go. I want to follow those guidelines as I'm testing this out. So what I've done, so these are my 2 fingers here for testing. By the way, it's always funny when I go and sit down and do my nails, and I always like start painting this one because I go that way, and then I'm like, nope, this is I'm doing a review, so take that off. And then I'm like, ooh, I have saved so much time by only painting 8 fingers and not 10. Go me. Okay, so I chose these 2 over here. The ring finger on the left has slightly more yellow staining, but you can see that, yeah, there's definitely some neutralizing that can take place here. For my middle finger, that's going to be on the right, I'm using a completely clear base polish, or base coat rather. This is from Blank Beauty, their anti-peel base coat. And just another detail I'd like to share as we're getting started here. For all of these reviews, with the exception of the Cracked, which is, I mentioned I had been using that for a while before I decided to do a video review of it. I haven't even opened this bottle to see how the formula is or anything like that. So do know that everything you see in this video is going to be my genuine initial reaction. So Let's see how this goes. Ooh, that is a good creamy formula. Ooh. Okay, let's go ahead and put the first coat on here. Maybe zoom in just a little bit more. Oh wow. Oh, dang. Whoa. That this is all good, by the way. Like, ooh. Y'all, that is nearly opaque in like one coat. And the formula is so self-leveling. Oh my goodness. Oh, like this is what I've been looking for. Okay. Yes. As this is drying, if I want to do just a quick comparison of like, I'm not gonna like fully swatch this out here, but this is Cracks Neutralizer. I just want to kind of show a comparison of like what you see when you pull the brushes out. So here is, coordination is hard. Here we go. Here is, I'm trying to get some on the brush here because it's a little bit down there. Okay, there's Cracked, and here's Polish for Days. So, I mean, it's from here, you may not be able to see that much of a difference. Again, Polish for Days is on the left, Cracked is on the right with just this brush comparison right here. But already I am loving how unstreaky this Polish for Days one is. That was actually one of the main criticisms that I had for Cracks Neutralizer, that while, you know, building it up in 2 coats did give me a very effective blurring base coat, especially in 1 coat, the formula was kind of streaky and difficult to work with. So let's, this is kind of dry, so let's go in for the second coat here. Actually, let me just double check what the description says. You can transform. Okay, I'm gonna go in for 2 coats here. Yeah, that is really nice. Let me just go and clean up the cuticle a bit. Yeah, that is fantastic. That is basically 100% opaque. No issues with formula self-leveling. And the reason why I mentioned self-leveling is that, you know, as someone who only started doing their nails or even doing anything with nail polish like less than 2 years ago, like even before that, it wasn't like I would go and get my nails done at a salon. I just never used nail polish, period. So in many ways, I'm still relatively newer to this hobby. And so I always want to make sure to make my content accessible and welcoming for other people who are newer and may not know everything about technique and application. I think that, you know, if you are someone who is newer to nail polish and often may struggle with some brands' formulas, making it difficult for you to have an even finish, yo, this one is going to be a dream for you to work with. So yeah, fantastic formula. Okay, while that second coat is drying, I'm going to pull out, we're going to repeat most of our same tests from before, but I'm going to switch it up for a little bit coming up. Starting out with a blue jelly polish. This is from Blank Beauty, Blueberry Jam. So I'm going to start first by putting this over my nail that has just the clear base coat on it. It's like I can never figure out how to hold my fingers. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this, as always, this jelly formula from Blank is always a joy to work with. Also very self-leveling. Now, if you are wondering again, like, hey, what's the point of a neutralizing base? If you can take a look at the very bottom of my nail here, where Actually, I tend to use my cleanup brush as a pointer. There we go. If you take a look at the bottom of my nail there, where it doesn't really have staining, that's like, you know, what it looks like when you put like this blue jelly over a very neutral color. But then because of the yellow staining that's going on in my nails up here, it's kind of swampy. So that's why having a blurring base can, or a neutralizer rather, can help us to put on a blue jelly polish and get the result of having the blue color that we're looking for. So let's go over to our Lavender Ice and see how this looks. Oh. I just been making all the most random sounds on here. Wow. Yeah, that's great. And there is the difference. Yeah, because the thing is, you know, if I, as someone with yellow stained nails, if I bought a blue jelly polish and I'm trying to get like a blue jelly effect from it, with my yellow stained nail, like you see on the right, I'm just not gonna get that overall blue color payoff like I'm getting here. This is, yeah, and seeing how the formula of Lavender Ice is holding up now that I've put something on top of it, yeah, not streaky at all. Wow. I'm so happy I chose this one to do today. Y'all know what the like, I'm filming this on Saturday. The sun is shining. It's a good day. As I'm talking, I'm gonna go in for a second coat on this one over here. So the sun is shining, birds are chirping, and then later tonight, my husband and I are going to this like local, I think they're calling it like a halfway to Halloween creepy market. And I am a creepy person. I love creepy things, and that's kind of why I'm wearing my shirt today. Has an illustration of a bunny chewing on a skull and saying nom nom nom. So yeah, I'm excited to go to that fair tonight. It's a good day. It's a great day, and I'm reviewing a product that's doing what I want it to do. Woo, love it. Okay. So, you know, if you have yellow stained nails and, you know, you're trying to use just a regular non-neutralizing base coat to, and still hoping to get that color payoff that you want. I mean, now that I've put a second coat on here, it's not as swampy, but it's still, especially around the top part here, is, you know, it makes the blue look a little bit more dull than I might prefer for it to. So let's go in for the second coat over Lavender Ice now. I also don't know what is being sold at the creepy market, so I don't even really know what I'm hoping to see there or hoping to get, but yeah, I guess I'll find out in a few hours. And my husband came to me the other day and he was like, hey, so there's a creepy market going on. Do you want to go? And I was like, yes. Before he could even finish saying it, I was like, yes, take me to the creepy market. Okay, so 2 coats with this dark blue jelly. Fantastic. I am loving this. So far, so good. You know, this blue here is more of what I would hope to get from the blueberry jam jelly compared to this. So yeah, looking great. I'm gonna clean these nails off and let's go on to the next test. Okay, also because I'm filming this during the day and because the sun is shining outside, and I normally film at night, like after work or something like that, I didn't even realize until now that I didn't have my second light turned on. So yeah, now we got some more light. This is great. For our second test, I, in previous videos, had been using a red jelly polish to see, like, you know, red plus yellow equals orange. But today I'm gonna switch it up and use a light blue jelly polish as the second one. So this is from Cirque Colors Aqua Jelly. We'll come back to this in just a moment. I've already put the regular clear base coat here. So let's go again and put Lavender Ice on the other nail. This is just fantastic. And I mean, like, for a 15 milliliter bottle at the like $8.75 price point, that is pretty good. Okay, I cleaned that up a bit. And yeah, this is the first coat of Lavender Ice. Yeah, I can see how if I were to want to use this as a blurring base coat, I would definitely have a better result by putting down the 2 coats of it. Yeah, my recommendation for working with this is, like, you really only have to use the amount of polish that you pull out that's on the brush. You don't really even have to go back for like a second dip to do a single coat. So let's go in for the second coat now. Yeah, it's like, it's thick, relatively thick, but like not so thick to the point where you're like, ooh, like, do I need to put some thinner in here? Like, this is going to be difficult to work with. I would say it's thick in a good way where, like, there's enough like meat to it. That's not the best analogy, but y'all just stay with me. There's enough like oomph to it to where that prevents the polish from feeling runny. And I know if a polish feels overly runny, then it gets into the territory that makes it difficult for me to work with. This, it's got a nice body to it, so that makes it easy for me to control. And I mean, look at that. Ugh, so good. So now, let's go in over this one with Cirque Colors Aqua Jelly. So, you know, to set the scene, it's like, ooh, I've got nails, and I've got nails. Yes, I have nails. So, like, this would be if I wanted to say, hey, I've got nails, and I've got this light blue jelly, and I want to have light blue nails. Look at me. Ooh, but let's see. This so far is not as bad as what we had over the darker blue jelly, I think, but it still does give just enough of a tint of like yellowing going on underneath to where I'm like, this doesn't look for me the most flattering yet. So now that this one's dry, let's go and do Aqua Jelly over Lavender Ice. Oh, that is gorgeous. Okay, here's where we are with one coat so far. I think that Lavender Ice is giving us a lot more of this, of the blue color that we're seeing that's in the bottle, even just in a single coat. And I think that's where not just the neutralizing capabilities are coming in, but also with it being like a blurring base coat, it just is helping me get this more vivid light blue color in using fewer coats. So let's try a second coat over the right. Yeah, so here, this is where I think we're getting kind of close on the right to being like, okay, if assuming I didn't have a blurring base coat or a neutralizer in play, I would probably wear this like just on its own in 3 coats to try to get to somewhat near full opacity, and also to move away from having that yellowish look underneath. But I have a feeling that adding a second coat over here on the left is gonna be far better. Yep, no question about it. I mean, well, first let me put the cap on this first before I start spilling stuff everywhere. Okay, so if I take a look at what's in the bottle, that color there, yeah, I'm someone who doesn't really like visible nail line. I prefer full opacity, and for that, I definitely think that Lavender Ice is doing a fantastic job on the left with that. It just helps to boost the color so incredibly well. Whereas on the right, it just, yeah, it feels kind of dull. And I know, especially for me personally, where I most often need to have some kind of blurring base coat tends to be at the tips of my nails there. So if you take a look there, if you can see how there's just like that little sliver of yellow peeking out, but not on this side, I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I was able to wrap and like cap my tip with Lavender Ice over here, and on this side, anything that's like really close to that tip and not fully covering it is gonna have some of that yellow peek through. So, oh, this is really cute. Okay, so if you've been watching these videos, you know what's coming next. Get ready for it. Okay, she's back. Star of the show, the most sheer polish in my collection from Bee's Knees Lacquer, unreleased prototype. I'm gonna switch things up a little bit today, and because if you want to see how this polish looks over just like a bare nail, definitely go back and check out either my cracked neutralizer video review or the one I did for Zoya's product. But for today, what I want to do is see how this will compare in 1 versus 2 coats. I think I'll do 1 here and 2 there. Okay, so if that one's gonna be 2, I'm gonna want to do that one first, so let it dry. Okay, yeah, just kind of had to talk myself through my process for a second here. So this one on the right is going to be where I do 2 coats of Lavender Ice. This is going on so well, and I barely have to do any cleanup after this. Like just a little tiny bit over there, and this is so easy to work with. Okay, and then I'm going to do 1 coat over here. Oop, I picked up quite a bit there. Let me remove some there. Okay. Yeah, it just flows so well, so evenly. And especially when I go to like cap the tips, it like stays on there really well, it like clings to it. Okay, so as this is drying, I'm gonna take a look at the website again, where the directions or recommendations said you can build them up in 2 to 3 coats and wear alone or as a base for a topper, or you can use 1 coat under a polish to conceal your nail line. Okay, so what I want to test out here is knowing that this is, without a doubt for me personally, by far the most sheer polish that I have in my collection. I want to see if I'm choosing to use Lavender Ice with this, do I need to use 2 coats for it, or could I get away with just 1 coat that we've got on the left? So I'm gonna go back in for the second coat over here. I'm so happy it finally feels like spring. Like it is, the weather here in my area has just been so all over the place lately. Like tons of April showers. Like all I want to do is just go on my back deck and swing in my hammock for like for hours. That's tends to be what I do on nice days like this. Okay, while this one is drying, I think we can go ahead and do the Bee's Knees unreleased prototype over one coat of Lavender Ice. Okay, so far, I mean, I can see a little bit of my nail line, like about right there, but this will help me to see, do I need 2 coats or would 1 suffice? I'm so sorry. I swear, one of these days I'm gonna like use this polish and not have it give me a reaction. But I'm laughing because when I started like painting with this, I almost felt like there was nothing there. But it's there. It's you know what, probably by the end of this series, with all the times I'm using this polish, I'm gonna love this polish, this unreleased prototype. So that's what we got so far. Ooh, I mean, I can still like definitely towards the left over here see some visible nail line, whereas I'm not seeing any visible nail line on the right so far. So let's go in for this over there. Okay, note to self, there is polish in this. Okay, it's sheer, but it's there. Okay, y'all, that pep talk I gave myself just now totally actually helped, because it feels like I'm putting down nothing right now. It is that sheer. Okay, but why is this cute though? Hold up. Hold up. That is cute. Okay, so here's what we've got. Yeah, so based on this comparison here, my recommendation would be if you are intending to use Lavender Ice for the purpose of being a blurring base coat, definitely go in for the second coat of Lavender Ice before putting on a sheer polish. I think over here, like in one coat, this is absolutely performing better than I think definitely Cracks and possibly, yeah, Zoya's have performed in one coat. But it doesn't hurt to go in for that second coat there, just to get like even more of a uniform finish all throughout with Lavender Ice, and then you put on the sheer polish on top of that. That's cute. Okay, we got one more test. And for our final test, we've got this blue flaky polish from KB Shimmer called, oh, that's upside down, I'll Be There. And to save a little bit of time, I've already swatched out the clear top coat here and 2 coats of the Lavender Ice on the left. This is one that I've enjoyed testing these neutralizers with, because even in the case where you've got something that is like not just blue, but like has a blue base, it can surprisingly make a difference in what you put that on top of. So as a starting point, here we go over just a clear base. And I've mentioned in the other videos, but I'll say it again here, that when I first got this polish, I actually didn't really wear it for, like, I got the polish, I tried it out, but then I didn't like it because the way that it looked on my nail did not match what I thought it was going to look like from seeing it in the bottle, but I didn't realize at the time the impact that my yellow stained nails could have on the overall appearance of it. So for comparison, now let's do this over Lavender Ice. Oh, this is such a beautiful blue. Like, this was the color that I wanted to get. Okay, so this is one coat of each, one coat of I'll Be There on each of these. And I think that it really does go to show the difference that a good neutralizing and blurring base coat product can have. This is, yeah, every time I do this test with this polish, it just stuns me that I wish I had known at the time, like, hey, you know, you've got yellow nails. That's why it's looking like that. So let me go in for a second coat on each of these. So over just, you know, plain base coat, the second coat gets a little bit better as far as bringing out more of the blue color in there, but still nowhere near to the extent of what we get with using Lavender Ice. Let's see, second coat over Lavender Ice. Yeah, the second coat doesn't change a whole lot with the color, but it does, I think what it does is give a little bit more of the gold flakes that are in there, which I know it's like, hey, there's gold flakes in here, so that's yellow. And I think because there's, like, I'm putting this on top of a yellow nail, that's why on the right I'm seeing so much more gold to begin with, even when I had just the first coat. But I think that the left, if I put the cap back on here on the bottle, the left with Lavender Ice definitely aligns more closely with what I wanted to see on my nail. It's tricky to see it in this bottle from this angle because of the gold color just stands out so prominently at this angle, but trust me when I say the left is absolutely how I wanted this to look. I've got so many thoughts about this product, so let me go ahead and let's get wrapped up. So, final thoughts on Polish for Days Lavender Ice. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, I still have 5 or 6 more neutralizing base coats to review for this series, but I think that this is going to be the one to beat. This does incredibly well with, this is what happens when I get a lot of stuff in my head. I think that a lot of these areas that I've been evaluating, so things like the formula as far as like self-leveling or how streaky it is, how well it neutralizes, how well it works to conceal visible nail line. This does it so well across the board, and at a price point of only $8.75 for a 15 milliliter bottle. That is fantastic. I absolutely recommend this product across the board for if you're looking for just a neutralizer, if you're looking for just a blurring base coat, if you need both in a single product, this has it. So I'm really glad I did this one today because I'm gonna be curious to see how the other ones from this point forward will compare to this. I am keeping my mind open though that there could be another one out there that is just as good or better. We'll see. But in any case, if any of you have any experience with this product, whether it's like the Lavender Ice one, or if there are other colors in the Soft Focus Basecoat collection that you recommend, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear if there's any tips or tricks that you have for application technique that works well for you. Yeah, this is, I'm stunned by how well this one worked, and I am excited though to try out the others, and then like I said, we're gonna have a big wrap up and I'm gonna crown a winner. It might be you, I can't promise that, but you're really good. Okay. Did I start this video thinking I was gonna like end up talking to a bottle of nail polish? No. Also, did I start this video thinking that I was gonna have the bottle of nail polish talk back to me? Also no, but here we are. So thank you all so much as always for being part of this channel and this community, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.